I'm very excited, that's why. All right. Hello everyone, how are we doing?
Fantastic.
Festive season. We are all here for a reason. So before I get started, I'd like to give it back to this gentleman who introduced me. I have a huge amount of respect for this gentleman. He's the #1 team leader in the market, and very soon he is getting promoted to the prestigious position called team coordinator. So let's all give it back to this gentleman. Okay, everybody, have you taken the picture? Am I okay to?
Yeah.
Okay, today my segment is marketing plan, but before I get started, I would like to introduce myself to you all. Like, my name is Sanjay. I've been doing this business for a short period of time. Currently, my position in the business is a team coordinator. As of now, I've got over 130 business partners and over 1300 customers. And it's all happened due to the training and support provided by ACM. So today my segment is marketing plan. Marketing plan means money. Before we go, if we go for an interview, if we go for a job interview or wherever we go, what's the first question we ask to our boss? What's the pay rate? How much money am I gonna make from this company? That's what my topic is, to explain how much money you can make through this platform. So, basically, when you pay, what's the startup price at the moment? It's $495. So basically, when you pay $495 to the company, you become a team trainer. So when you pay $495 to the company, you get enrolled in the ACN system and you become just a team trainer. So what's the first thing to do? The first thing to do is get qualified. So how do you get qualified? In order to get qualified, you need 3 services equivalent to 5 points. So as we all know, we are providing services to all the households. We have partnership with some of the biggest companies, and we are doing this business globally. So all we need to do is we need to find 3 services. 3 services doesn't mean 3 individual person, 3 bills equivalent to 5 points. With all the bills, with all the services, there is points attached. And all we need is 3 services equivalent to 5 points. So when you get 3 services equivalent to 5 points, congratulations, you are qualified. Now you are qualified to do the business. Now you enter into the payroll system of ACM. That's now you are into the payroll system, qualified. So what's the best time to get qualified? Where do people normally sign up for the business? They sign up most probably in a PVR. So what's the best time to qualify someone? It is in the PVR, because when somebody pays $495, when somebody is very, very excited, they start the business, that is when it's very easy for people to get qualified, because everybody uses the essential services that we provide. So the best time to qualify is straight away in the PVR itself. But sometimes, we call our guests and they are there just for a limited period of time. And as soon as the PVR is over, they might have some other commitment somewhere else. So they might not be able to stay there for long. And then what's the best time to qualify? Next 24 hours. And then 48 hours. But trust me, the first thing you need to try to is qualify in the PVR itself. If not, when somebody goes home, it's the best thing to call the gentleman who started the business, book a time with them, book a meeting with them, go visit them in the next 24 hours and make them qualified. Because if they do not get qualified in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, then it's very, very difficult to get hold of them. Then it goes all the way to 29 days and then they do not qualify. And paying $495, if nobody qualifies, they are not in the business. it's just a donation to the company. So we need to make sure we qualify as soon as possible. So after people is qualified, what's the next job to do? What's the next position in the company called? It's called executive team trainer. So how do you become executive team trainer? So after you are qualified, you need to go for the earning position. And the first earning position in this company is executive team trainer. That's from where you start making unlimited bonuses and money. So how do you become executive team trainer? There are two ways of becoming an executive team trainer. Number one is like you can have 15 personal points. It's not that difficult as well. If you can just find a couple of services, find a couple of households, and then get to 15 personal points, congratulations, you are an executive team trainer. But if you want to build a team, what you need to do? Five. The first step is 15 personal points, or you can achieve this personal point like through the team as well. You start the business, you share this information with two people, they get started, and if all of you qualifies 5, then congratulations, you are an executive team trainer. So now moving ahead. Okay. So like this gentleman said, PBR is the pulse. That's how we do the business. That's how we make the money. So if you are an executive team trainer, and as I told you, I'll just go with the second step. Like, for example, you start a business, you get qualified, you introduce two people, they get qualified, and congratulations, you are an executive team trainer. Now, as an executive team trainer, for example, this gentleman booked a PBR. Somebody signed up here. This gentleman booked a PBR. Somebody signed up here. This gentleman booked a PBR. So, for example, you become an executive team trainer, and then two of your downline, they organize a PBR, and 3 people start up. As an executive team trainer, if you can help these 3 people become executive team trainer in the structured formula, if you can make these 3 people executive team trainer in the first 30 days, in the structured formula, you can make up to $750. That's as an executive team trainer. If somebody joins in your organization, and if you can help that individual become executive team trainer in the structured formula, then you can get $250. That's per help. But this doesn't limit to these 3 people. The more people you introduce, the more money you are entitled to. Moving ahead. The next position. What's the next position? The next position is executive team leader. This is the best position to be in. From here onwards, you can make a lot of money. Okay, so basically, I will tell you in 1 month, if you just follow the simple system of this business, in 1 month, how much money you all can make. Okay, for example, I'll just take 1 calendar month. So how do you get to executive team leader? Executive team leader, there's 2 steps. Number 1, 40 personal points. Or you can get this position with the help of the team as well. So what's the second step? You need to have 10 personal customers, and then 2 separately, a maximum of 15 points. Combine 40 points, congratulations, you are an executive team leader. So after you become executive team leader, how much money you can earn just by following the simple system. I'll just show you how much money you can make from this position. Okay. He is an executive team leader. He, in the week 1, the first week, after becoming an executive team leader, he organized a PBR. And in his PBR, for example, 2 people signed up. And in the week 2, the second week, the 2 people who started the business, they organized a PBR. And this gentleman got 1 business partner, this gentleman got 1 business partner. Moving ahead, week 3, again, this gentleman organized 1 PBR, this gentleman organized 1 PBR, he organized 1 more PBR, and he organized 1 more PBR. So in the week 3, 4 people got started. Week 4, he got 1 business partner, 1 business partner, 1 business partner. So in 1 calendar month, this executive team leader, how many people got started in his organization? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12 people. So the CAV bonus for this ETL is $100. So when somebody comes to his organization, and if he is the offline ETL, he gets paid $100. Up to now, it's $100. Gets paid $100. Okay. So in his organization, in 1 month, altogether 12 people started the business. So how much money do you think this ETL makes? Who are the new people here? How much money do you think this ETL makes? 1200. Good. What about any comments from the world people? $0. So why is that? Someone is saying 1200, someone is saying $0. It is $0 because when somebody joins, nobody makes money. But when everybody qualifies, that's when you start making the money. So now how much money does he make?
800.
Until
800. 800. Yeah.
Because four people did not qualify. So no matter how many people joined the business, but how many people qualified in the first 30 days, that's how he makes the money. And okay. Also, as an executive team leader, if there is no executive team trainer in between him, for example, he is an executive team leader and he recruits 1 gentleman here directly, and this gentleman goes out and becomes executive team trainer. So how much money does he make? How much? 550. Because he is an executive team leader, 3 people started, and from 3 people he gets 100. When 3 people qualifies, it's $300. But in doing so, this person also becomes executive team trainer. And in helping this person become executive team trainer, the company pays him another $250. That's a total of $550. Make sense? Moving ahead. What's the next position? What's the next position? Too much cash. That's what. Whoever with the big smile, they're all the team coordinators because they earn a lot of money from this system. Team coordinator also we call is too much cash. I don't know why. But every time I hear this, it brings a big smile in my face as well. I don't know the reason though. Okay.
Money is the reason.
Money is the reason. Okay. So how do you get to team coordinator? Definitely, there's always alternative in this system. Even there are 2 ways of becoming team coordinator. The first one is by 600 personal points. That's definitely not that easy, but it's not impossible as well. So you can become team coordinator with personal 600 points, but it's better to do it with the team. So if you build a team, how much you need to have minimum? 15? Okay. Total you need 600 points, and you can do it from the team as well. You can open multiple legs, but the condition is from each leg you cannot take more than 200 points for your qualification. For example, there is 500, 1200, 50, 25. So how much point does this gentleman have in the whole organization? Is it less than or more than 600? More than. So is he a team coordinator? New people? Is he a team coordinator now?
200 point.
No.
No,
No. Why no?
there's only 200.
Because he can only take 200 from these branches.
Yeah.
So
No.
is he a team coordinator now?
Yes.
Because he can take maximum 200 from each leg. That's how you become team coordinator. How much money you can make as a team coordinator? Lot of money. Okay. So like, no problem what position you hold, be it team trainer, executive team leader, team coordinator, or whatever position you hold in this company, we all need to do the PBR. We all need to follow the simple system. We all do the same thing. The only thing is with position comes more bonuses to you. So in the earlier, when I showed you the executive team leader money, I showed you like in one calendar month, 12 people signed up. So how much did executive team leader make in that? How many people qualified? For example, 12 people qualified, he makes $1,200. But for doing the same job, if you are a team coordinator and if you do not have any executive team leader in your organization, you can earn up to $300. I'll show you this more detail. Okay. So he is the team coordinator. In his organization, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 people signed up, and all of them became qualified. So how much money can he make? How much?
1,400.
Is this right?
Yes.
If he is a team coordinator and in his organization 8 people sign up, and if all of them qualify, he can make up to 2,400. But in the same example, so in this system, here is an executive team leader. So if there was no executive team leader, he was making money from all the 8 people. So now, how much money can he make? Because here is an executive. When this person qualifies, this executive team leader makes $100 and team coordinator makes $200. Make sense? Because there is an executive team leader in between team coordinator and this newly qualified business partner. But here, from his, how much money he can make from this qualification? 300. From his qualification? 300. But why only 200 from his qualification? Because there is an executive team leader in between him and the qualified person. So how much money can he make from this qualification, a team coordinator? 200? From this one? 200? From this one? 300. Because there is no executive team leader in between, then you can make up to $300. So the other positions, those are all leadership positions, regional director, regional vice president. We do not discuss those positions here, but we need to understand a lot of money on those positions. So definitely, okay. So when somebody starts the business, if he's struggling to get qualified, who should he call? Offline ETT. If his offline ETT doesn't pick up the phone, who should he call? Offline ETL. If ETL is out on a holiday, who should he call? TC. If TC is not available. So when somebody starts a business, pays $495 to the company, and if he struggles to qualify, if he needs help, he can call all his upline all the way to senior vice president. Why? Because from his business, everybody is getting paid. So it's not restricted like you need to call only your upline. If your upline is not cooperative, you can go all the way to senior vice president because all of them are making money from his qualification. So that concludes my segment. I hope you got something out of it. Now is the time, like every Friday, I love this segment. And it's my absolute honor and privilege to introduce this incredible gentleman who I have a huge amount of respect for. When I started the business, I always admired him. I always followed what he said. He's a true genius. He's not only doing the business in this Australian market, but doing this business globally. He's got a team in Japan. He's crossing the Japanese market at the moment. And I'm just trying to learn some more and more things from him. Every single day I speak to him. So without any delay, I would like to welcome to the stage the top producing team coordinator, soon to be a regional director, Mr. Sayan Seth. Thank you very much, sir.
Who is excited?
Everybody is excited, yeah?